Hi guys, so my hair's a little messy, I look a little bit sweaty, probably I've just been outside and it's 32 degrees and I thought, do you know what, I could go to the pool that I have because I live in a nice place now, or I could make a video on one of my 5 days off a month, so fucking love this, okay? Give it a like just because I said so. Okay, so I've been tagged by Elena Fender to do the 25 facts about me thing that you probably didn't know, but I've done quite a few of these videos now. I think I just filmed some, but I filmed a few of these videos before and like just not uploaded them, so I don't know what I've told you and what I haven't. There are 5 lies in the mix of these 25 things, and I want you guys to tell me like which ones you think's the lies, because I'm curious, like how well do you know me? Like we've been having this thing for like 3 years. I'd like to know, like, have you been listening? Number 1, I have lived in 5 different countries. My dad was in the military and we moved around a lot, and I have lived in over like 9 houses, something like I don't know. Oh my gosh, I've just found one! Sorry to interrupt, but Ray Roberts Films came to stay at my house in Hong Kong for a little while he was passing through the Philippines, and whilst he was here he left me like a bunch of notes, and I've just found one in the railing for my curtains and I'm so fucking excited. I found so many of these and I just keep finding them everywhere. I found one in my cling film the other day, I found them in like the loo roll holders. Oh, now that's not fair, because now he's testing my Chinese and I don't know it. I don't know what this means. Translate, please. So yeah, I've lived in a lot of places, that's fact number 1. Number 2, I was tagged by Elena Fender, who was tagged by Grayson Berger, who just happens to be my cousin. And we only found this out like super recently because my family is like fucking huge. Grayson Berger is one of my cousins and we found each other through YouTube. How beautiful is that? Like, what a wonderful, wonderful story. 3, when I worked in restaurants and was serving customers that were obviously not going to tip and were being complete assholes to me, I'd always put on the really smiley face and like be sickeningly nice. But then I'd fart silently as I go past. The trick is to wear a thong. It just goes pfft. Ding, treat servers nicely. Number 4, I can sleep anywhere at any given time, ever. If I lie down, I will fall asleep. My tattoo took, I don't know if you can see, the tattoo on my leg took 10 hours to complete, and I was asleep for so much of that time. Yeah, and also for this one I fell asleep, but this one only took like 30 minutes. It's because I had to lie down. If I lie down, I will fall asleep. Any given point. On the pavement, anywhere. Number 5, when we were little, my parents used to always give us bedroom presents for Christmas. So we could open them like when we first woke up at the crack of dawn and they could stay in bed, and then once we've opened those we'd go, Mum, Dad, I want some more presents, and we'd go downstairs and get the presents there. So my parents like obviously heard us going, wow, is this? Oh my god, thank you! And anyway, so she was listening, she's like, thank you Father Christmas, thank you Santa Claus, thank you St Nicholas. I like to use all his names, don't know which one he likes best. And then she heard, thank you Easter Bunny. Easter Bunny? What? It's because I got chocolate. And that's the connection that I made. I got chocolate, so I thanked the Easter Bunny. Number 6, I am so competitive that I will race people in the street and they don't know. And a lot of people think I'm a bit of a psychopath because all of a sudden I'll just... Where is your sense of urgency? It is rush hour. Rush. Made a video about that. So I often find myself just racing people for no reason and getting myself into like states of huff and the snot on my nose. How sexy. That's me. Number 7, Jason Segel is my ultimate male crush, and if you are watching this video, Jason Segel, sometimes I snot and I might race you, and I have a painting of Tina Turner, so call me. Maybe. BT dubs, everyone please tweet Jason Segel to watch this video now. I'd end up singing that song, you know, that you sing in like first school. Nobody likes me, everybody hates me, get to go and eat some worms. Did you have that song? Not really a great message though, is it? No one likes you, eat worms. Number 8, I leisurely watch Fireman Sam. Not even just when I'm teaching, I'm like, oh children, I will just watch it because I really like the Welsh accent and I really like the stories and I really like Naughty Norman Price, and Fireman Sam is just wonderful. Number 9, when I was about 14, I was in this whole like, I'm a goth, but I don't like music all that heavy. I could go with Moshe Skater. My goth phase was just like, I just want to look sexy and mysterious, and it's not the look that I pulled off. I used to buy shoes. Whoa, scandalous. But that were 4 sizes too big for me, and then I'd stick the tissue paper. You know how you get guys to like you? Big feet. They'd be drooling. The thought process of a 14-year-old girl. Have a bit of that, she's got size 9s. Real good insight onto the male psyche there, Alison. Good job. You single? What? That's crazy! I just can't understand why! Number 10, I went to Amsterdam on my own when I was about 19 and I tried brownies, the special brownies for the first time. Paracetamols, ibuprofen, none of it affects me. So I was like, this won't affect me because it's all the same, right? Paracetamol, special brownies. And they say, eat half now and then eat half like in half an hour or whatever. And I was like, I'm not gonna leave a cake for half an hour. Does this look like the face of someone that leaves cake? I have never been more terrified in my life. Like, I had no idea what was going on. Do not eat them. Kids, it's a bad idea. And I ended up in the red light district, and then somehow I magically got back to my hostel, which I didn't know the name of. I didn't know the street it was on. I just knew there was like a really nice trash can by it. That's how I knew. I was like, oh, I really like the look of this trash can. It was just really clean. It was a really clean trash can, and you don't get those. And I was like, oh, how nice. Number 11. I have a little 4-year-old brother, and when we go out together, people always think I'm his mother. Number 12. People find this hard to believe, but my real name is Bongo. My name is Ali Bongo. It's Alison Joanne Bongo. And people don't believe me. And I think the reason is there are 2 Ali Bongos on Wikipedia. Ali Bongo, the president of Gabon, and the other one is a deceased magician from England. We get mistaken for all the time. I get asked for political advice, he gets asked for sex advice. Oh, what can you do? Potatoes, potatoes. Number 13. Most of my favourite words that I've ever learned come from Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Brackish water. Number 14. One of my nicknames growing up was Schnorbits. And my family gave me that name because I have a big nose. How mean is that? And that factor mixed in with that I lived in Germany for like 3 years. People always thought I was German, and then I'd get called a Nazi all the time, which is really, that's a mean thing to say. I'm not German. I used to live there. I'd love to be German. Have you met Germans? They're the best. Oh, like literally every German that I've ever met has been like the most wonderful, amazing person, and the best people to meet when you're travelling. So if you want to meet Germans, go to Southeast Asia or Fiji or Germany. Number 15. Once I had to get my mum to pick me up from a place that was roughly 5 minutes away from my house because a rock fell in my eye. Fact number 16. I fancy gay guys a lot. This is my list of people that I fancied when I was younger. John from S Club 7 was like my ultimate crush. Like, no one would ever come near to him in being like my love. Raging homo. H from Steps. Stands for hyperactive, but also stands for homosexual. Stephen Gately, God rest his soul. Ricky Martin. Basically, if there was someone famous and he was gay, I fancied him. Will Young. Fact number 17. I recently got back from a trip from Thailand, and we went to the floating markets and stuff. We saw a chicken on the way because in these type places, you know, animals just roam free. I'm terrified of chickens. Like, elephants, fine. Tigers, fine. Chickens, I wet myself. I didn't know how to get past, and it was in the midst of like becoming a cockatoo? A cockaroo. A grown-up male chicken. It had like half feathers and half not, and I was like, oh my god, it's so cute. And I was honestly so scared that I just wet myself. At 22 years old. Number 18. After Thailand, I went to Cambodia, and upon crossing the border of Cambodia, I had to use the toilet. Anyway, if you've been to Cambodia, you know there's not really any proper toilets anywhere. So I had to use one of the wonderful squat toilets, which sounds fine, because girls do it in the woods, right? Well, I don't know. I'm not very good at balance, so I usually hold on to a tree or hold on to something. The one that I had to go to in this place had nothing to hold on to, not even the sides, and I didn't want to like touch the floor because I'm probably not the first person to miss, and I ended up just peeing all over myself. I couldn't get balanced. I kept like rocking backwards and forwards. Not a good idea when you can't control where you pee. Yeah, I had to sit on a bus for 8 hours after that. In my own piss. Number 19. I fucking love turbulence, and I love it when it's rough seas, and I love the idea of dying. I don't want to die, I'm not suicidal or anything like that, but like when it's turbulence, I'm like, this is so exciting. Imagine if we die in an aeroplane. 20. I was in a stage production of High School Musical. Not that interesting, just slightly embarrassing. 21. I can swim. 22. The main reason why I started making YouTube videos is because I fancied Conor Manning, and now he's my best friend. How beautiful is that? Number 23. Zayn Malik from One Direction literally grew up down the road from me. Less than 5 minutes. So that's the thing. Also Gareth Gates. Number 24. I've only ever been in one YouTube romance before, which is surprising if you know the YouTube community. It's the most incestuous thing I've ever experienced in my life. Everybody fucks everyone. But my YouTube romance was with a girl, so that's also a thing that I should tell you. Number 25. When I was about 15 to 16 years old, I was convinced that I was like a doppelganger of Rod Stewart. And I was like, oh, I don't understand it. How come people don't see that I look exactly like Rod Stewart? I have the nose, I have the husky voice. I had a bit of a husky voice. I don't know. I thought I did, but I also thought I looked like Rod Stewart, so is my opinion really valid? We'll say no. But this is me aged 15 or 16. It's a validate UK that you can only use in like Tesco or something, because clubs don't accept this. And well, that brings us to the end then, doesn't it? And I suppose I should tag some more people. So the first person, Jack Howard, because he could probably lie seamlessly, and I like the excitement, ooh, my life is riveting, of guessing who is a liar and who is not and what lies. And second, Badwater, because, you know, any excuse for content, and he fucking loves tag games, isn't that right, Brad? You just fucking love it. 4, Charlie Edge. After that, Lou Fulks, because I have a YouTube crush on him, so notice me, baby. And then finally, the most important one, Hannah Hart, because why aren't we friends? Like, you can see this internet, why aren't we friends? We like drinking, we like the kitchen, no feminist jokes please, and, you know, we're both weirdos, so friendship. Hook me up, Hannah, babe. You should probably tweet it, because she won't see this either way. Tweet, tweet, tweet to all the people that I want to have in my life. Jason's the girl, Hannah Ha, going to be best friends. Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck. I don't know why I'm doing this, because I'm in a good mood and not high. Goodbye. Subscribe if you want. Like if you liked it, and I'll see you next video.